All right, thank you, Tom. Continuing our election coverage on 5. Joining us now in the studio is Chuck Owen, running as Republican for State Representative District 30. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Honored to be here.
So give us your background. Tell us why you want to run.
My background, I'm a native of Leesville. I grew up in Vernon Parish. Had a great life. Got out all the way through elementary and high school, and I had a high school counselor. Like to say her name. She's gone. Her name's Joy Russell. Talked me into joining the military. And approached me as a senior, and so I enlisted in the Air Force at the age of 18, and they paid my way through college, and then I was commissioned as an officer at 22, and then traveled the world as a commissioned officer, and for 20 years we served the country. My wife, I say we, my wife and daughters and I, and traveled the world. Came back to Louisiana when I retired. We eventually made our way back to Leesville in 2014. Leesville's home. I was homesick for 28 years. And so we're back in Leesville. Further on my background, I work now as a defense contractor. I work as a consultant for a company that provides subject matter expertise to the Department of Defense, mostly Air Force and Navy, and some intelligence services. I do a little online teaching for a couple of private Christian colleges. I have a PhD in education. So that's kind of my background. I'm married to Carolyn Van Dyne, and we have 2 grown daughters. One lives in Baton Rouge and one lives in Ruston. As far as why I'm running, I am a Leesville, Louisiana boy, and I'm tired of our state being laughed at, Stephen. I'm tired of us being last in everything for as long as I can remember. And I tell that to everyone's house that I go to. I go to a door, I knock on the door, and they say, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm tired of our state being laughed at. I've never been in politics. I've never been an elected official, and I just want to try to make a difference in Baton Rouge."
So what are some specific things that you want to do to flip that switch?
There are 3 things that roll around in my mind legislatively that I tell people. The first one is remove barriers to business. I think Louisiana can move forward quickly if we will create an environment that is conducive to businesses coming here as opposed to leaving. Right now we're taxed to death and we're living off of a tax-based society. I would like to see it a healthy tax-based society that's driven by businesses that are coming here and that are expanding and that are hiring people, and then those tax dollars go into our coffers. So that's the first one. The second one is I want to reform education and training, specifically at the high school level for college track and for technical track, make that a little better. And we need to repair our infrastructure, because we all know we have a crumbling infrastructure. This is magical body of water 17 miles from my house called the Sabine River. When you go across it, the roads are like glass and they have shoulders. Why can Texas do it and not us? But we can't do it unless we fix our economy, and that's number 1.
Quick answer, can you get infrastructure improvements without a gas tax?
I would not sign up to that at all. I would not, because our state has no history of managing new taxes better, so I'm not rogering up to that at all.
What would you do otherwise?
The first thing is create an environment where businesses come here and our economy expands.
So expand the economy.
Yeah, expand the economy so we have a growing economy as opposed to a taxing economy.
Yeah. Mr. Owen, thanks so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.
All right.
Honor to be here. God bless you.
All right.